Hello everyone. Welcome back to Shining Empathy. My name is Joel and this is your weekly reading for August 15th to the 21st. So as you can see, I'm back in Toronto in my apartment. I have to say I'm really kind of missing doing the outdoor shoots with the sun and just the nice background of the trees and being outside. I'm really happy that I got to do those shots out there while I was out there, so very cool. But as it is, welcome back to Toronto with me. For this week's reading, yet again, I've been really stuck on these cards here, the Oracle of the Angels cards. I'm really digging them. So until I feel the need to change them up for the weekly reading, it's just going to be the status quo. So I'm going to go ahead and do the reading, making the intention set for anyone who is watching this video that they connect with the reading. Wow. All right. Strength. Inner child. I'm pretty sure we've seen this card before. So in the strength spot, I'm pretty sure that what's going on here is we're basically all needing to connect to our joy. And I feel like being in our strength spot, that's the part that's coming easy for us right now. Whatever it is that's going on in our lives, maybe we're actually all stepping back and just kind of going, you know what, like I just need to have a little bit of fun right now. Everything's just been too serious. It's just been either busy, serious, or you're just not feeling the play. And I think I said that during one of my other readings, that we just need to get back into play. And I feel like maybe this week that's going to come easy for a lot of us. So I absolutely encourage that. Get into play mode. Set aside some time to play. And yeah, so let's see what the rest of the cards have to say. Heart. Releasing. Okay. So there are a few different cards that could be seen as similar. Liberation, which is the letting go of things that no longer serve you to kind of rise above it. And there's literally letting go, which is letting go of the things in your life, like patterns or whatever. Liberation is much more rising above it so that you can not just let things go because they're just no longer serving you. Like I think letting go is more like that. But liberation is much more about rising above it because it's been holding you back, it's been holding you down, and it's time for you to evolve and grow. Releasing. I feel like we haven't seen this one. It's an emotional release. So there is stuff going on, and because it's actually in our heart spot this week too, this card is actually centered around the heart. It's the stuff that we hold, the emotional stuff that we hold in our hearts that sort of poisons us, keeps our energy down, keeps our vibration down. This week we're being asked to let it go. We are being asked to release. So, I mean, there's different ways that I personally do it. It might just be like if I'm feeling like I just need to get a good cry out, maybe I just need to sit down and watch one of my favorite movies and just kind of cry it out. Or maybe I just need to sit down with a friend and just talk over a lot of the stuff that's going on. I feel like we live in a time where maybe it's getting a little bit better because I am connecting with people more on this level. But I feel like we live in a time where nobody wants to really, or does really talk about real stuff. We stay on the surface. We stay with like shoes and very superficial sort of attitudes about subjects. But if there's a friend that you can connect with and talk to and even just vent, it doesn't have to be, problem solving. It's just literally about releasing this. So talking about what's going on in here is a release. So if there's someone that you can talk to about that kind of stuff, or maybe you're actually just, I'm actually hearing right now that maybe a lot of you have finally decided that you wanted to get help in the emotional arena, and maybe that you're starting up some new therapy sessions with a new therapist, or your therapy sessions are taking a different direction and there's some progress starting to be made. Interesting. Okay, cool. All right, so that's your heart spot. So challenge. Oh, let's see what's in our challenge spot this week. Receptivity. So if we're going to be releasing all the emotional stuff here, one of the things that's going to be challenging for us is putting ourselves in a receptive or open state, because we don't necessarily feel safe when we're feeling and experiencing that stuff. So in order to really give ourselves the best kind of a run up the gate here, if we really want to work on what's going on in our heart here and release some of that stuff, we have to be open. And because it's in our challenge spot, it's not going to be easy this week, it seems. So what, let's see if there's anything I can think of. It's really about feeling safe and allowing yourself to be open, because as soon as we don't feel safe, we close down. And then right down to our posture. If we don't feel safe in a situation, we kind of hunch our shoulders over, and just literally the compression that we do when we hunch over in our chest is literally the shutting down of those emotional centers. So watch everything right down to your posture. Like if you're sitting, make sure that chest is open and your arms aren't crossed. This isn't receptive. This is blocked. So stay in a receptive posture and poses. Even with the hands, keep the hands maybe kind of out. If you're just laying down and having a nap, just kind of lay down with your hands out. Or if you're standing around or sitting with a bunch of people, try to stay more receptive and open. It might be, I could see some of you maybe getting a little bit anxious at the thought of that, let alone doing it. That will pass. That's because our natural defenses are screaming at us, no, this isn't safe, shut down, turn off, block. But really consciously try to be more open and receptive this week, okay? Because that will really help with moving this stuff forward and releasing what we've been holding on to in here. So I think that's all I'm getting on these cards. So that's a wrap. All right, everyone. So thank you so much for tuning in. If you liked my video, please go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Shining Empathy. You can also find me on Instagram under Shining Empathy as well, at Shining Empathy, Twitter, Facebook, all the arenas. I've started branching out into as many of the areas as I possibly can, just to touch on greater demographics and audiences, because I was finding that just YouTube, unfortunately, YouTube and Facebook, it wasn't reaching as many people as I thought. There's a lot of people I know who just actually don't even touch those social media centers. So starting to branch out into all the other ones. So wherever you are, hopefully you'll find me on at least one of them, and you can kind of keep in touch with my daily readings and my weekly readings, and also currently still doing my full moon and new moon readings. So looking forward to seeing you all then, and thank you again for tuning in. Love and light to you all. Bye-bye for now.